most of these jobs, they're not that dangerous, but some of these jobs are dangerous. So in this video, I'm going to actually be giving you guys 7 ideas when it comes to offline side hustles. So no, it's not about trying to make money online, and it's not because online money is bad. You could actually make a lot more money potentially, but for the most part, sometimes when you're doing online side hustles, it takes a while to actually build up to actually be able to make money fast and quickly, okay? It's not going to be easy. So for this video, it's more like if I had to kind of just like get a little job right now while I have a full-time job, what would I actually do to actually make money like on a daily basis or on a weekly basis right now ASAP? That is what this video is all about. And by the way, if you're wondering, Tommy, what did you do with the money when you had these type of side hustles? The answer is, well, first of all, I paid off debt. Number 2, I also invested. And number 3, I just basically also saved money. You don't need to have a reason to actually save money. Just saving is reason enough, okay? So that's the idea. So sometimes, okay, if you have free time and you're using it watching TV and doing nonsense, you're better off using that time to actually make some money. Now, if you guys don't know me, my name is TommyBryson, and if you do know me, welcome back to the channel, and do me a favor and actually smash the like button. Now, the very first side hustle that I would basically do right now if I needed to make cash quickly and fast would be basically become a waiter. And you might say, Tommy, that's not really a side hustle per se, right? It's like a job. No, the answer is most waiters that work on the weekends, like, maybe like Friday nights, also Saturday and Sunday nights. And because guess what? Most people go to restaurants after work. So you can still have a full-time job and be a waiter. But Tommy, why a waiter? Doesn't that suck? The answer is, I don't know about sucking, but I do know about some people that have walked around or walked out with $100 to $200 to up to $400 that I know of, just in one night worth of work. But it's not like to say you're actually going to make that much money every single night. And by the way, you could also work on normal nights like Monday to Thursday. And you might say, well, won't there be less people? The answer is yes, less people. But the people that do come in on those nights, you could actually give them great service, practice, and potentially get even more tips because you have also less competition and less people to actually share tips with, potentially. Now, number 2, guys, is actually going to be a delivery service from Uber Eats, normal Uber, delivering pizza, or even delivering Amazon packages. Now, about 2-3 years ago, I actually did Uber, like Eats, okay, on a bike, and I actually was I was able to actually make about 40 something dollars in 4 rides, like on a bike, and it took me like forever because I was on a bike and I ran out of electricity, but Uber Eats. My total earnings, guys, thanks to all the tips and stuff like that, I actually earned around $44.59. If I had like a car or a little electric motorcycle that lasted a long time, the answer is I could have made even more money. And again, it's more like for quick money. And you might say, Tommy, but what if I don't have Uber Eats and it's not that well or whatever where I'm from? Well, Domino's, I think they pay about 15 bucks per hour, and that's pretty good because you can do that on your off time. And on top of that, also, you can also deliver Amazon packages, okay? Especially when the seasons are high and people are ordering like crazy, they always need more help, like Amazon Flex or just working for Amazon overall. You can do that on your off time and earn some extra money. And by the way, if you're able to make $15 an hour working an extra 5 hours a day, the answer is that's around like $1,500 a month potentially, okay, before taxes. So it doesn't hurt. It is money in your pocket, and I think it's pretty solid. Now, number 3, guys, is actually going to be animals. I haven't done this. I don't want to do this, but my cousin did this, and he actually earned some money. And a guy I saw on the Dave Ramsey show actually did this and actually made a 6-figure business by doing it. So if you got in value so far, I'm going to ask for a favor. Subscribe to the channel because only like 20% of the people that watch are actually subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe right now because I have a lot more content. So what he did was basically pick up dog poop and animal poop overall, and that makes him a lot of money. But not just that, my cousin actually did dog walking, and that paid him a good chunk of money also. Now, obviously, you need to be in a city where people work so much that they don't have time to actually take their dogs out for walks, okay? So that's the idea. And you can even do like pet sitting and so on, so that's also an option. Haven't done this, but people do make good money from what I've heard so far. If you love animals, it might be a good gig for you. Now, number 4 is landscaping. Have I done this? The answer is no, but it has been done to me, So when I actually had my home and it was actually paid off, I actually had a lawn, and this lawn, I did not want to do it myself. First day I move in, my neighbor comes by and says, hey, I'll do your lawn for $60. I said, will you do 50? He said, yeah, let's do it. And I noticed every single month I paid him $50, but he also had other neighbors, and he was basically at least making like $300 to $500 every single month just by cutting people's lawn. So yeah, you could do it like that, where you go around the neighborhood and you get some extra clients and just do it on your off time. But you could just basically work for a company and help them out on the weekends to actually do the work and actually make some money, and it's a little bit more stable potentially. But you also do make less money. So you give up more money and have less stability, or you make a little bit less money but it's more stable, and you basically have kind of like a guaranteed gig in a way. Okay, now number 5, guys, is going to be sales. And you might say, Tommy, but sales, you don't know if you're gonna make money or not make money. The answer is it all depends, So I would first start off by selling things that I have that I don't need. So for me, that was basically electronics, like my game consoles, and also like my sneakers. Sold all that stuff on eBay, on Facebook Marketplace, and Craigslist, by the way. And then I would start buying things, for example, on the weekends at Goodwill, also garage sale places, and I will list them. And during the week, I would just basically go to the post office and ship them out on eBay. And you could make a good chunk of money. The most money I ever made was, as far as return base, I bought a snow globe for like $2 or $3, something like that, and I sold it for between $50 to $70. Okay, so you could make a good chunk of money by finding certain deals. And by the way, I know people that have whole businesses by going to Goodwill, going to thrift shops, and they buy clothes. I've even bought used clothes on eBay. I'm not afraid to say it, okay, or embarrassed to say it. I bought shorts that are like worth like $90, $110, $60, $80, and I bought them for like $20, $15. And I know for sure when I actually got the clothes, they had like this little like string. And I know where that string is from. It's from Goodwill, and it was like blue, sometimes red, sometimes yellow, I think. And I know they got that for like $2 or $5, and they're making a good profit by doing it. So that's also good. You spend the weekend shopping, you spend the week shipping, okay? But do understand that when it comes to clothes, you might have your money stuck there for a second. And obviously, you do need some money to start buying things first and then selling it. That's why I say first, sell what you have around your house. Use that money to buy some more things in case you don't have any money whatsoever. Now, number 6, guys, is going to be TaskRabbit. It is something I always wanted to do, but I never had the chance to actually do it. Every now and then, somebody in my family, usually the women, they ask me, Tommy, can you come over and can you basically put a TV on the wall, So, or can you come over and help me put up some IKEA stuff, that I basically bought. And I wasn't aware of that. And even when I buy stuff from IKEA, I had to do it myself, But turns out that you could actually use TaskRabbit and people will hire you to actually put their IKEA stuff together or get their IKEA stuff from IKEA because IKEA is not that great with shipping. Or, for example, like drill things into the wall and hang TVs and just do like little simple work. You could get paid for doing that. It's a quick side hustle and you can start earning money ASAP. Now, number 7 and the last one on this list, and by the way, I think the last one is the less attractive one, the least attractive one, but it's also pretty solid, and it's basically cleaning up people's houses, and that is pretty good, honestly. Okay, so for the most part, I knew someone a while back, and they actually would go to people's houses and clean them and make like $100 to $150 per clean. Okay, and it would take them about like 3 hours to 4 hours, and it would be good work. It's not that bad. And you have, for example, freedom as far as how you're actually going to do it. Now, this is like a job you kind of do on the weekends because usually if you're going to be working like a 9 to 5 job, most people at that time, if you're going to, they're at home, So I'm guessing most people actually want to come home to a clean house and not come home to you actually cleaning the house, okay? But it all depends. So you can search for a company to hire you out basically, or you can basically try to find things online like on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist of people actually offering money for you to come clean their house. Now, there is one thing I do want to add here. Most of these jobs, they're not that dangerous, but some of these jobs are dangerous, like cleaning up a stranger's house. So I do recommend a few safety guidelines. First of all, always tell people where you're going, to who you're going to, what the address is, what the phone number is. That way they know where you're heading. On top of that, also, be very careful where you're gonna go, because you might see a sweet deal online to go clean up my house and then you get kidnapped. So be very careful with these things. And also, even like dog walking, I say this not to scare you, because most of these things are legit, but you are going into strangers' houses. So a good technique is, when you get there, make sure people know that it's weird. It's like, okay, let me pause here for a second. I'm basically saying, if I'm gonna go to somebody's house, I'm gonna walk in and say, hey, give me a second. I just got off the phone with my friend. Yeah, I'm at the house. I just got here. Blah 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 blah. And I'm here. Now the person knows, somebody knows this guy's here, so I'm not gonna try anything weird, okay? Especially for women, it could get very dangerous, so be very careful when it comes to this stuff. I've seen too many movies, okay? Too many crime movies, so I am just like a little crazy. But guys, that is it. Thanks for watching. Comment down below if you have other ideas. And my goal was simple. What can I do to make money within a week? And I think all these ideas can make you money within a week. And that's why I made them. And they're all offline, so you don't need to be doing crazy things. But Tommy, eBay is not offline. The answer is, it is in a way, because you're buying things offline. You're selling them very easily. But I'm not asking you to build out a business online. That's just different. But guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified. If you have ideas, share them in the comments down below. And if you're a part of the Patreon squad, you keep this channel going, so I appreciate you guys a ton. If you're not on Patreon, join us. The link is down below, and there is some exclusive content over there. On top of that, up here is another video. Over here is my face, and as always, long-term team officially out.